Atlantic Boxing Television, we're back. Peter, Paulie, John. That fight didn't last too long, Paulie.
No, I think it looked like Hawthorne didn't come here to fight tonight, as you could see that, and that sort of hurts the boxing promotion tonight. But you know, it did give the other guy, Livingston, a chance to show his ability, and it's tough to get a kid to get some experience when he fights an opponent like that. He quit before he got into the ring, and you could see that. There was no way that I thought any punches hurted him. And then the crowd definitely approved my decision anyway with the boos. But I hope the next fight makes up for that, because fights like that does hurt boxing, and people get very discouraged from it. And we need a guy at least get in the ring, look to win, look to win a decision, put up a good fight, win or lose. But he did not tonight, and so this first bout wasn't one that we'd like to see.
They're withholding the purse of Keith Hawthorne, Paulie. But that fight there, that was what, 270 versus 227, and the 270 just went down 3 times within the first minute. And then you said it perfect when you said that doesn't do good for boxing.
And after I just said that, they took the paycheck from Hawthorne. So it goes to show that they have to find these guys who come into the ring and throw themselves on the floor, because that's bad for boxing, bad for not only that, for the people watching too, for the kids who want to be fighters or whatever they want to be, baseball players. You can't be a great baseball player or a great fighter or even a great doctor or school teacher if you throw yourself on the ground.
If you're going to give up, that's it.
We're no paychecks to those type of people.
No payday tonight. We want to excite these people. This looks like a capacity crowd here tonight at the Foxborough Park. We'll be right back on ABT. And here we're showing you the light system here at Foxborough Park. The red and the blue to designate the corners. But we're going to be coming up on the second fight shortly here, Paulie. A little bit of confusion going on. There's still people filing in, and one fight's already finished, kaput. The guy's not going to get his paycheck. They obviously didn't appreciate the way that his job tonight.
No, like I said before, he came in and just looked to throw himself down on the floor and get out of there and probably pick up a few bucks. But that's discredit to boxing, you know, and not only to boxing, but to the fans that are here. They come from miles and miles around to see 2 fighters get up there and honestly, as a sport, give their all, give their best. Not only is it for boxing, these people can go home and feel as though they're part of it, and they saw a good fight. They came out to see people give their best, as well as they do their best with whatever they do. Whether they go back to work tomorrow as mechanics, truck drivers, they say, I'm not throwing myself on the deck, and I wouldn't want to be that guy. So I'm glad they penalized him for it and took away his paycheck to teach him a lesson.
Well, there you have it. Resident expert Paulie Stivaleta letting us know how it is in the professional ranks from Foxborough Park. Here we come up on the second fight. And we're back for the second fight, Paulie. It's going to be Hector Rodriguez at 4-0 versus Dan Phippen at 2-0 out of Whitman. And the fighters are in the ring. One of the fighters is in the ring. We're bringing it up here live. Ringside ABT. The crowd's really ripping it up tonight, Paulie.
Yeah, this Mike Harris, I think we saw him fight before. He's a tough little fighter. Rodriguez is a tough little fighter. We saw him fight before, and I think his opponent's a pretty tough kid too. I think we saw both these kids fight up in Lowell, and this ought to be a good fight, a real tough fight here tonight.
Pretty nice card girl action here from Foxborough.
The tattoos are nice too, you know.
All right, here we go with the announcement. Dan Phippen coming in at 2-0, fighting out of the South Shore Boxing Club. He's wearing the long black trunks. And in the blue corner,
147 pounds. He has a record of 4 wins and no losses from Rockford, Connecticut. Let's have a nice welcome for Hector Rodriguez.
Hector Rodriguez fighting out of Hartford, Connecticut, coming in with a 4-0 record, Paulie. He's got the blue shorts with the yellow trim. And the fighters are in the center of the ring. The referee is Paul Casey for this fight here. And we're coming up on action. Let it be said that there's a lot of confusion, Paulie, but let the fighters do the talking. And here we go. There's the sound of the bell, and we're underway.
We're going to see a good bout here, a good bout. I think we're going to see a knockout in this fight. These boys are going to go at it. They're landing some good punches already here.
Dan Phippen seems to be working that left hand, Paulie, but Hector Rodriguez is keeping him in the corner.
They're standing real close, shotting in a punch and throwing good shot left hooks and straight right hands, as you see that right in here. And there's not too much real boxing. They're coming right at each other, throwing some solid punches in there.
When you say shortening up the punches, you mean in tight like that? You have to shorten them up?
Well, getting in close and shotting them up, there's more power in your punches. They're punching right from the body, and they're digging up. And these two fighters are standing real close with those type of punches.
Well, it seems like they are that style fighter is just get in there and go.
That's just about what it is. And you can see the action that's happening here. There's some great punches landing here. And these guys are really going at it. There's no real boxing. There's a few jabs thrown out, but they're really going at it for the first round.
This is just a street fight here, folks, at the welterweight division, 147 pounds. Rodriguez in the blue trunks with the yellow trim. Phippen in the black trunks, fighting out of the South Shore Boxing Club. Oh, a combination, Paulie. Rocks Rodriguez, and he's down. He's down, and Phippen gets sent to the neutral corner. Rodriguez is down.
Yes, it was a good left hook and right hand combination. Caught him right on the button. He's hurt. He's good and hurt. His legs are buckling. You can see his legs are not together. He's going to go out. He's gamely trying to come back. He's got no legs. There it is.
Oh, it's all over, Paulie. The left hook, couple left hooks from Phippen, set up that right hand to the chin of Rodriguez, and he's down. He looks like he may be out. It's all over.
They should stop this fight. Good thing they stopped this fight. This kid was hurt, and there's no need of anybody getting hurt in the ring. That's the great thing about these referees. They got to keep their eyes on these guys. When you say a guy buckling like that and got no control of his legs, they should stop that fight.
And here we see the big right hand from Phippen. Boom, and then the left hook.
The left hook that did the damage.
That'll do it, Paulie. That was a short but sweet fight, but they gave the people their money's worth on that one.
Well, I could feel it that there was going to be a knockout in this fight because the way these two guys were coming at it, and the way they looked out there, they were out there to really to get a win. They were all excited. It's a big night for them, and being here at the track, and a good crowd here, and they really showed the crowd a good fight, especially after the one we just saw. This makes up for that one now, and the rest of the card I hope it'll be just as exciting.
It all evens out in the end, folks. Dan Phippen out of the South Shore Boxing Club ups his record to 3-0, where Hector Rodriguez falls to 4-1. And once again, here we see the setup by Dan Phippen. That big right hand and the left hook, and it's all over for Rodriguez. So, pretty much evened out on that one, Paulie. That didn't last that long, that fight, but it was well worth the price of admission.
No, it wasn't a long fight, but there was a lot of action in that minute and some rounds, and that's what we needed. People like that, and that's what they came here for. And sometimes they'd rather see a few good rounds of slugfest than see a good 10-round bout.
You know, we'll be back on ABT.